Among the many Black Friday excellent sales happening in 2020, the Google Nest Mini is certainly no exception. From amazing design, very simplistic and modern, to the performance with amazing sound quality and powered by Google Assistant, this thing is a beautiful and perfect gift for this holiday season. Let's take a look. Yo, what's up guys, TechRoar here and welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be taking a look at the Google Nest Mini. This is a beautiful little device. It is the second generation from the Google Home and has a lot of little features packed into such a small package. So today we're going to be unboxing this thing and I'm actually really excited. I recently just bought this house and I don't have any smart home features, smart home products at all. I was considering the Apple HomePod and I couldn't really justify the price for it. And now that we have the HomePod Mini on the way, I really thought about it, but I said to myself, you know, what can we get from this thing? From something much more affordable with a similar quality and similar features. Of course, this is not part of the Apple ecosystem. This is powered by the Google Assistant, but it is partnered with YouTube Music and Spotify for your music selection, Google Calendar for, you know, event planning or just for your normal scheduling, Google Maps for navigation, Google Duo, of course, for making calls, and of course, Philips Hue for smart lighting, and General Electric as well. But the Google Assistant is where this really packs a punch, and I am super excited to actually set this thing up. It does come in several different colors. I know there's sky, which is like a blue, then there's like a coral, which is kind of like a pink, and then there's charcoal, and then there's chalk, I believe. So there's several different color variations. I chose to go with, I believe this is the chalk. This is kind of like the lighter one. I wanted to fit with like the normal color scheme of like my home, and I have a lot of white silver type, you know, aesthetics going on, so I wanted to go with the lighter one, and I think it's gonna look really well. But you know, regardless of what color you choose, it will blend in fairly well with any environment. It's really small, and it's just kind of like a little circular disc that sits perfectly in any space. So by all means, I do have two. Black Friday, there is quite a bit of great sales happening. It is original $50, I believe, and I got it for $18 a piece. So that's an amazing deal. Please check. I got mine from Target, but you probably can find it from other places as well. So for the packaging, you have the Google Nest Mini title there with the Google logo. Then you have the actual front shot of the design. On the side, you have all of its compatibility features. You know, all the different things you can do, from music to navigation to what it actually has for making calls. It can't not make calls if you're an iPhone user. Like if you just want to make a call from your iPhone, it doesn't do that. But through the Google Duo app, of course, everything's like compacted into the Google ecosystem, so it doesn't really match well with the Apple ecosystem. You can play music and do things through the Google Home via Bluetooth, but it's not like Siri integrated. So if you're an iPhone user, you can get some use from it, but it's not exactly the same thing since it's another ecosystem basically. And then on the back, you got the really nice shot, kind of an example of what I was talking about. You got the beautiful the Google Home there, and then you have it just kind of like sitting simplistic with the rest of the environment on the desk, and it does say small and mighty, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it is. So by all means, let's unbox them. I will say the unboxing experience is different from the Google Home. Of course, with the Google Home, you just take the plastic off, and then you just, there's like a pull tab where you release it. For Google Nest Mini, it's just the top overhead box cover, and then you remove it, kind of like a smartphone box, and then it reveals the Google Nest inside. So this is the first thing you're gonna see is the Google Nest, and I think it's really nice. It's not like secured in there, so if you move it up a little bit, it pops right out. So there it is. Beautiful, simple, very simple, and I like it a lot. Now, one design difference from the Google Home that we can already see with Google Nest, on the back it actually has the little insert where you can mount it on the wall, whereas with Google Home it did not. It was just a simple simple orange rubber base. And for the plug-in feature, it is not micro USB. It's a simple wall plug-in, which does allow more wattage to the device to power more features. There is a mute switch near the power function where you can mute it and then you can unmute it. And then for the rest of the packaging, you uncover this base portion and it reveals the actual plug. If you take away the portion for where the Google Nest actually sits, there's the Let's Get Started instructions. So that's all for the Google Nest unboxing experience. We're gonna go ahead and plug this in and see what it does. So here we have the Google Nest out of the packaging, looking very simple, very nice. Here's a little close-up real quick. Very, very cool. And all you do, you essentially just plug it up here in the port, and then you're gonna hook it up to the wall. Now, in order to actually get it set up with everything else that you have in the home, or just to set it up initially, you do have to download the Google Home app. This is the app from the App Store. You can also get it from any Android, the Google Play Store. And I already have it downloaded, so you basically open that up, and then you would get started. Once you get it paired, you'll be able to use it with your iPhone. You can actually download the Google Assistant app, and then you'll be able to issue commands to the device from the app, or you can do it verbally just by calling out Google. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. I love smart home devices, and because of the affordability of it, it's a really good starter if you wanna get into smart home devices. So I really recommend it. I think it's super, super fun. I had the Google Home before this. I decided to upgrade to the Google Nest Mini since it is the second generation. I know there is a better speaker, like sound quality. I know there's an additional microphone. The Google Home had 2, Google Nest now has 3, so it can hear your voice better if you're in another room. And it does have like the little LED function, the little light indicators when you're doing the volume up and down. It tells you where you can actually tap to change the volume if you want to physically touch it. Or you can just yell out commands and say, hey, just lower the volume. Hey, raise the volume. You can do whatever you'd like with that. So I'm gonna continue to set this up as we're doing now. We're pairing it, and then we're gonna do some sound tests and call it a day. Play some non-copyright music.
Alright, check out this music not copyrighted station on YouTube Music.
Streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own city. Step by step, the clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets.
Hey Google, what's the weather like?
Right now in Lafayette, it's 58 degrees with fog. Today, there'll be scattered showers with a forecasted high of 63 and a low of 43.
Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Why did the school kids eat their homework? Because their teacher told them it was a piece of cake.
Oh my god. Hey Google, what's your last name?
The name is Assistant, Google Assistant.
Hey Google, what do you feel about Siri?
Siri seems clever.
Hey Google, how do you feel about Alexa?
She seems pretty smart.
Hey Google, who is the 40th President of the United States?
The 40th President of the United States was Ronald Reagan, who was in office from January 20th, 1981 to January 20th, 1989.
Hey Google, who is Joe Biden?
According to Wikipedia, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is an American politician and the President-elect of the United States. He defeated incumbent President Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential election and will be inaugurated as the 46th president in January 20th, 2021.
Hey Google, what is the Transformers movie?
There are 6 Transformers films. Here are the first 3.
Wow.
Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, and Transformers, Dark of the Moon.
Hey Google, how far away is Saturn?
Saturn and Earth are currently about 982,820,000 miles apart. They follow elliptical orbits around the Sun and the distance is constantly changing.
Hey Google, how long is the Burj Khalifa?
828 meters.
Hey Google, what's 500,684,000 200 plus 960,002.
The answer is 501,644,202.
Hey Google, what does the fox say?
Here's a fox. By the way, do you want to hear the sound of a dog?
Sure.
Alright, this is what dogs sound like.
I also have my Google Nest Mini now connected with my new DBot Robo Vacuum. So just to give you guys a demo of how that works, here we go. Hey Google, activate Dustimus.
Got it. Starting Dustimus.
And it literally just works. This is actually really cool. I'm a little nerding out a little bit. So you can actually verbally issue commands when you connect your other smart home devices to your Robo Vacuum. So I just got this DBot and I am in love with it. It's keeping my house clean, so that's amazing. That's another feature you can do along with the smart lights, along with the smart locks. This is the beginning of controlling your smart home devices. So that's really cool. So there you guys go, just a couple of demos to show you what's capable with Google. You can ask a variety of questions and it's a pretty smart speaker, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's powered by Google Assistant, so all of the different features and different questions, different abilities is going to be packed into the very small little device here. I'm super happy. I actually have two. I'll have one for the kitchen, one for the studio office, and I think it's a perfect gift, especially if it's on sale at Black Friday. You know, you don't have to pay the original price, and especially if you're just getting started with smart home like I am. It's really cool, it's really easy, and it's easy to set up, and it does a lot. So I'm really satisfied, and if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe. I will be making more content. I'm really happy to be back on the channel. I know it's been a while since I've made content, but I will continue to do so. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing, and we will talk soon.